7 Little Johnstons. Family going through multiple tragedies. Sickness and fatal accident hit together. Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. God bless you. For the news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. TLC viewers must know that 7 Little Johnstons families are among the most jovial members of their network. Even in their mundane lives, they would always have ways and celebrations to make things better. Alas, a heartbreaking tragedy struck in their family. That's because one of the members almost lost their life due to a fatal accident. That's not all. Viewers have pointed out how the Johnstons have been going through dark times. After all, a series of bad things have happened to them, one after the other. Even Emma Johnston had made a post about how they were trying to heal from some sickness. What are these things? What hardships are the Johnstons dealing with this year has not been the best for 7 Little Johnstons. It began when there were instances on the internet about how the family had been ignoring Anna. She also gave details about this and how they didn't invite her to the Puerto Rico trip. Because of this, there are already strains in the family bond. Then, Emma Johnston also shared her 2 cents about this. Without explaining much, Emma mentioned that her family was going through a lot. At first, fans thought it must have something to do with their feud with Anna. But then the younger sister claimed there was some sickness in the family that wasn't going away. That's when viewers got even more curious. At last, Amber shared a devastating update about almost losing a family member. While the 7 Little Johnstons family often shows their happy side in front of social media, their recent posts threw everyone off. With a heavy heart, Amber Johnston shared details about how her nephew almost lost his life during a road accident. Unfortunately, an SUV struck him and caused severe damage like aortic dissection, 14 broken ribs, cervical fracture, torn liver and spleen, orbital fracture, trimalleolar ankle fracture, and brain bleed. Yet, Amber mentioned how there was no brain damage. She also said that her nephew's dwarfism was the reason he was still alive. Apparently, his dwarfism chest anatomy did so. But the pictures the star had shared on her feed were too heartbreaking. With tons of tubes and pipes going within the dear family member as he was unconscious in the hospital bed. That's when 7 Little Johnstons fans deduced that the family truly is going through a devastating phase. It all began with strained bonds with Anna, and now the family is praying for their nephew's speedy recovery. Amber did say that they had kept the accident on the down low as per their nephew's request. The fan base is eagerly praying for his speedy recovery and sending prayers and strength to the Johnstons to heal from this unfortunate. 7 Little Johnstons. Amber shares health update on nephew after horrific accident. Amber and Trent Johnston are opening up about their nephew's near-fatal car accident for the first time. On Sunday, the two 7 Little Johnstons stars took to their joint Instagram page with a series of black and white photos of their nephew during his recent hospital stay. The first showed him lying in a hospital bed, intubated and wearing a neck brace. A second captured him in the same room, still wearing a neck brace, monitors, and what appeared to be drainage tubes, this time propped up and alert as Trent helped him with a snack. The TLC personalities explained in the accompanying caption that the reason they're opening up about the scary incident now, 2 months after it occurred, is to provide accurate information at the request of their nephew, noting, until this point, family and close friends have kept the accident a private matter. According to the September 22 upload, the couple's adult nephew, who is also a little person, had been assessing the damage sustained to his car and a second driver's in what was described as a fender bender on July 19. But as he was returning to his vehicle, he was struck by an SUV. He sustained an aortic dissection, 14 broken ribs, cervical fracture, torn liver and spleen, orbital fracture, trimalleolar ankle fracture, and brain bleed. Miraculously, he is alive. The post continued. He suffered no brain damage. Due to his dwarfism chest anatomy, it is believed that is what saved his life. While the family is grateful for the outcome of the horrific accident, their nephew isn't through the woods just yet, still healing and recovering from the immense trauma. The journey continues to be long and windy, but we are grateful the journey exists and he's alive, the couple wrote, concluding their post with a sweet nod to their nephew. As he says, for his 40th birthday this week, he's over the hill, but he ain't through the woods yet. Amber Johnston finally has some more information to share regarding the health status of her nephew, who was involved in a serious car accident over the summer and hospitalized with severe trauma. After 77 days in the hospital, Amber and Trent's nephew appears to have finally been released and is finishing his recovery at home. Earlier this week, Amber took to her Instagram story to share some sweet pics of her nephew, who is also a little person, resting comfortably in a wheelchair surrounded by presents, balloons, and loved ones. The first picture she shared was just a snap of her nephew smiling as he opened a card and what looked to be a birthday gift. Amber also included text in the image, which reads, "Home," with a heart shape in place of the letter O. After 77 days, she continued, sharing a second photo of him smiling in the company of loved ones. As Parade previously reported, this past July, Amber and Trent's nephew was involved in what the family has described as a fender bender, but as he was returning to his vehicle, he was struck by an SUV. He sustained an aortic dissection, 14 broken ribs, cervical fracture, torn liver and spleen, orbital fracture, trimalleolar ankle fracture, and brain bleed. Miraculously, he is alive, Amber shared in an earlier update a few weeks ago. He suffered no brain damage. Due to his dwarfism chest anatomy, it is believed that is what saved his life. The journey continues to be long and windy, but we are grateful the journey exists and he's alive, the TLC personality added at the time. As he says, for his 40th birthday this week he's over the hill, but he ain't through the woods yet.